grips here, and so you're going to pull in like you're rowing, and then this foot comes off the hip, and you kick it off, and then you just keep this here.
Why don't you give the credit to me since I showed that to Tim?
Okay, so Mike, Tim showed me, I'm showing you. So when you tell people, Mike Muscovia taught you this.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I made this up. I don't know what you're talking about.
So we keep this grip, and now to get this grip off, don't keep it. You roll in, and you got that nice spider guard position. Okay. From here, you tip to your hip, grab, tripod sweep. Okay. Now he knows the tripod sweep's coming, so get a little closer. Okay, so shooting this off, coming up, going here. I go hip, and he steps. Okay. So right now I'm not at the right angle. So insert foot into his armpit. Now the mistake that I've been seeing from people is when they adjust, they go this way. Yep. The reason why that's bad is if I make that angle, all I have to do is push my leg with his arm just a little bit, and I lost. Okay, I lost that position. So when I come here, I just pick up and I make the angle. So it's really simple. Move to the Dela Riva. Okay. So from here, he's just going to adjust. He's going to touch my foot. Okay. So come forward just a little bit. So I make the adjustment again. Boom. Back to the tripod. What did he move off from there? Remember?
No, I wasn't there. Plan B.
Yeah, the swing through. That part we only did one day, but that was so essentially same thing. Poof. I remember now. Okay. So this comes in, switch up, back.
Yeah.
So use your free foot to drag yourself just a little bit underneath. Don't go too far. If you go too far, he steps in and you're pretty much in a weird mounted position, so he steps back. Okay, because like I said, this is if you go too far. So I drag you here, and
Right.
I'm in a bad spot. So it's really subtle. So you just come here, step up. Boom.
I like that. Opposite side sweep.
So that's.
Isn't it from sitting too? You can do it from...
Go ahead, you show.
I don't know if I can. Just turn it off.
Turn it.
It's not live right now.
I think if you were down, or combat-based position...
You want this one?
What's that?
This leg?
Isn't it?
I don't know.
Forget it.
Okay.
I thought there was a tripod from combat base. Or maybe, I don't know. Okay.
I don't remember that. So, and then the stuff I've been showing people is side control escapes. So a big thing for side control is a lot of people are taught the traditional way to get out of side control. You know, come in here and regarding, and you get people who are just monsters, and you're just going to have a hard time going that way. But all that pressure is allowing you to go and roll away from that. So instead of grabbing onto the gi, I just open my hand and I just push down. So I want his head to be pretty close to my hip. From there, I'm going to grab his arm and turn my hip away. Okay? So that's all one smooth motion to right here. Motion number 2 is using this foot, giving a big upa, but then also still addressing his head. You will screw this up if you don't keep pushing on the head. Because like if I don't push on the head and I come here, he either can sink back, or if I'm lucky enough to get him forward, his head becomes the anchor. Okay? And then I still have to push in order to get there. So again, smooth motion 1. Motion 2, I'm basically going to tuck his head for him. And you come up here. As you can see, if you're able to keep the arm, cutter, you got the cutter arm bar. And then if you throw in a little too much with this technique, so either the guy doesn't see it coming or just the timing's right and you just chuck them, and they end up getting this far, sit through,
Straight arm.
dive through arm bar.
My favorite. Love
So
those
there's
armors.
that one.
Oh, you have my back. Oh, no, I have your arm.
Little guard retention from this one. So he goes in, he passes my guard just so right
There,
there,
now
guard
the
pass.
sugar's hitting my system.
And before he
There you
settles
go.
in, forearm drops
Yay,
to the mat.
diabetes.
Your arm does the upa escape. This arm stays here because I want to know where he is.
Sure, feel it.
And then I sit back. Guard.
And if you want, because that's a good one to come out of and just because that's guard with your
Yep.
arms too. So
Yep.
you know, start driving the single. You're in a good position. You get that little bit of an angle coming in at the hip.
And another one that I just showed on Thursday or yesterday, or Thursday, yeah, Thursday.
Strongmen, obviously, no.
So it's the same.
To kill them.
Pushing on the head. When you push on the head, it opens that gap right there. So you swim underneath,
I like this.
and you keep your structure here. So I don't want him, if I let go of structure, he's basically there and now my arm's trapped. Okay, so I push, come here and grab. I don't want you to release the shoulder adjusters. Okay, so from here, it's just shrimp, and I'm just shucking. So my head comes down, my elbow comes up, which brings his arm here. So my arm would have been here. I let go, touch to remain continuously touching your opponent here. And then he's going to try to sink back, but I'm going to keep this stiff arm, and I'm going to keep moving. And he sits at this angle. Okay? So it's going to be all situational where you end up. Okay?
Oh, you're fine.
What was